divide, and some of the channels for voice only one channel is required because I require only 64 kbps. But some channels I can classify as a downlink, downstream, and upstream, so that I can give more number of more data rate on the same copper pipe. So this is a DSL technology. In the DSL, we have what is called ADSL, SDSL, and VDSL. Out of this, ADSL is very popular. Why? Because while browsing, we always, most of the time, we require download links, maybe more higher rate rather than the uplink. So that's why downlink we have a more number of channels, more data, and downlink, uplink, less number of channels, less data. So this is ADSL. But this ADSL is not much useful for video conference. Video conference we use SDHL, synchronous digital hierarchy. So what is the how it is doing multiplexing? It will use FDM technique for frequency division multiplexing, but for converting your analog to digital, it will use what is called QEM technology, quadrature amplitude modulation, which is a modulation of combination of ADSL and SDSL, ASK and PSK. So that is a thing what we use in DSL technology. So this is about the DSL. Any doubt here when I'm telling DSL? Have you understood? Are any doubt? Chart. Okay. So now the another is most important is the Wi-Fi. So nowadays wireless LAN, or we call it wireless LAN technology. But in this wireless LAN, wireless technology, we have a what is called Wi-Fi, WiMAX, Bluetooth, and all those things. So what is the basic advantage? So it is a easiness. So wherever you go, this will come. And nowadays, most of the devices they are connecting over the wireless. Even your printer also coming with the wireless and all your keyboard, mouse, everywhere. Is it no? So, but what is the standard? 802.11 is the Wi-Fi standard. 802.16 is the Wi-Fi WiMAX technology. 802.15 is a what is called Bluetooth technology. So like that, so wireless technology, wireless LAN is one of the important thing. So in this one, the most important device that is called access point. So access point is a one. This is a wide, the same thing, the same wireless, wired LAN and wireless. In the wireless LAN, what we access point is having wireless. This one we are using either 5 gigahertz or 2.4 gigahertz. But nowadays we are using very popular is 2.4 gigahertz, is very popular. So we have a different flavors 802.11A, 11B, 11G, 11N, 11H, and AC also nowadays. So only these versions will increase the speed even up to 150 Mbps, something beyond 300 Mbps also. So in this one, now if I want to connect one my laptop, so my laptop should have the Wi-Fi enabled to this one. So even your desktop using your dongle card, you can connect the Wi-Fi and all. So this is the thing. So in this access point has to be configured. These access points are two types: Type A access point, Type B access point. So Type A access point is a simply radio equipment, but Type B access point, in addition to the radio equipment, so it will have its own what is called DHCP server. It may have a router. It may have a switch also, so that you can connect multiple ports. Some ports may be on the LAN, on the physical media you can connect. Some ports you can use for Wi-Fi, and because it is having your local DHCP, you need not to use the your main network IP address, because we, in wireless LAN we don't know how many people are going to connect. So कोई कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल में हम लगाएंगे, हमें पता है क्या कितना लोग आएंगे, तो एक बार हम वाईफाई दे दिया सबको मिलना है, वही वर्ड है तो क्या है, इज ए कैलकुलेशन. So I know that one only I have to give connection only for 5 people or 10 people, but Wi-Fi it is not possible. So that is the reason. So normally in the conference and all we use this Wi-Fi, so that so here also there are so many things: basic service set area, extended service set area. So here to identify the service of each one, we use SSID, service set identifier, which is a 32 digit, maximum 32 digit number, so that you can avoid. And Then the most important is the Wi-Fi security is very, very important. How you will achieve the Wi-Fi security? That is one of the question. So here thing is by hiding the what is called SSID also you can achieve by giving reducing the radio power you can secure the network. By disabling the DSCP you can security, or you can change the default IP address and username and password also you can get the security, and you can disable the DSCP. And moreover, but with this you may have some problems. The best is you can use this MAC filtering, this one, or you can use what is called different protocols, security protocols that are very popular for this Wi-Fi security. So WEP, WPA, WPA is the old one, WP is the old one, WPA 1, WPA 2. These are the things which will use what is called encryption method authentication, so that your Wi-Fi is a very highly secure. So you can configure the Wi-Fi. Then WiMAX. So WiMAX is like a your wireless WAN. So but nowadays this WiMAX is more popular for WAN link connectivity. You can use in your LAN also. So then next is finally is Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a one which is works with a very small distance, about 10 meters and all. So here also you can connect your share the I mean transfer the data between this one. So as a summary, you can say your PA wire or wireless comparison. Your personal network equivalent to wireless network is a Bluetooth. Your personal your physical LAN network in wireless it is a Wi-Fi. In physical, if it is a MAN metropolitan, in Wi-Fi it is a WiMAX. And WAN technology in normal in wired network you have a 802.0, and you can use GSM and all these mobile technologies are there, WAN technologies and all. So in this way you can compare this one with the wireless and the wired network and all. So this is about the most important in the wireless is a data security. Okay. Then what is the other topic we have to discuss about the MPLS? Is it okay? I'm trying to cover maximum things. Any ambiguity? Yes. Shall I continue? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. तो देखिए हम 26 घंटे को आप 2 घंटा में पढ़ा रहे हैं, हाँ क्या जी? So MPLS is one of the important what is called transport system. So earlier we are using non-MPLS. What is the basic advantage with the MPLS? Multi-protocol label switching. So here what we doing is, so from source to destination, मान लीजिए सिकंदराबाद से दिल्ली को connect करना है. Secunderabad is the source, destination is the Delhi. So only its source and destination we deal with IP. In between we deal with a new layer 2.5 protocol that is called label. We insert the label. So in the transition within the MPLS cloud, only label transition will take place. So means normally within that MPLS cloud there is a switching is taking place. Normally switching will take place in the LAN, but now what we're doing is we are taking switching in the WAN. So what is MPLS? Switching in the WAN is a MPLS. Switching is a fast activity rather than routing. तो routing को हम खत्म कर रहे हैं. तो routing कहाँ होगा? Routing होगा. Only its source and destination only routing. But in between, the time consuming process of switching is avoided by using a label. Now, what is this label? So the router which is connecting with your conventional routing IP side, another label side, that is called LER, label edge router. And within the MPLS cloud, the router that is there, that is called LSR, labeled switch router. The path on which your label moves, that is called LSP, labeled switch path. And the protocol that is used is a LDP protocol. LDP protocol क्या करता है? लेबल को बनाते हैं. और LSP क्या करता है? लेबल को पाथ करता है. देन इसका जो डेटाबेस मेंटेन करेगा, जैसा राउटिंग टेबल है उस तरह से वी हैव LFIB, लेबल इंफॉर्मेशन बेस. तो लेबल फॉरवर्डिंग इंफॉर्मेशन बेस अगर चाहिए तो इस तरह से इसमें नामनक्लेचर है. तो फाइनली देखा जाएगा इसके अंदर, और देयर इज अ वन प्रोटोकॉल कॉल्ड RSVP, रिसोर्स रिजर्वेशन प्रोटोकॉल, ऐसा फुल फॉर्म इसको सूट नहीं होता, रिसोर्स रिजर्वेशन प्रोटोकॉल. So it is basically used for traffic engineering. So what is mean by traffic engineering? तो मेरा ट्रैफिक कितना बढ़िया, using the optimum resources, how I can utilize my traffic for a better data rate. So that is called traffic engineering. So that is achieved using the RSVP protocol. So this is about the labels, and what is the label we see. So label is a basically 32-bit like your IPv4 address. But only thing is, out of this 20-bit is the label and 3-bit is your QA. So you can insert your quality of service. So you can prioritize the service. And 1 bit is for stack pointer. So now one packet may have multiple label. So if अगर एक ही label है, उसका value 1 रहेगा, और multiple label रहेगा, इस bit का value 0 रहेगा. और 8 bit क्या है, आपका TTL, time to live. तो आपका लेबल कितना हाफ तक जाए, कितना दूर तक जाना है, कितना देर तक रहना है. So that is decided by your this one. In this way, your MPLS is a very most popular, and all our RailNet is working on MPLS. And in the future, everything will comes on the MPLS. So already board has planning to replace all your SDH networks and all with the MPLS network at all the levels. So this is about the MPLS and all. Okay. Now we can have some questionnaire about the this one. Through chat, you can give some answer regarding what is called objective. Okay. Is it okay? So
Yes, sir.
224.0.0.9 is a which class address? 224.0.0.9. Somebody can come through the chat. Okay, right. So that is class D. SDLC is a dash protocol. SDLC. इस कौन सा लेयर का प्रोटोकॉल है? SDLC. और इथरनेट इज कौन सा लेयर का प्रोटोकॉल है? इथरनेट. इथरनेट कौन सा लेयर का प्रोटोकॉल है? Yes, layer 2. SDLC also layer 2. Traditional switches operate. Switch operates on which layer? Layer 2. Router operates on layer 3. Right. So in class C network, the number of bits available for network, कितना बिट क्लास सी में नेटवर्क के लिए बने रहते हैं? 24. गुड. So what is the leading bit pattern for class B? Leading bit pattern. Class B में क्या होता है? 10. Yes, good. So dynamic VLAN is also called as, dynamic VLAN का दूसरा नाम क्या है? Static VLAN का नाम है port VLAN, port based VLAN. Dynamic VLAN is MAC based VLAN. Dynamic VLAN का दूसरा नाम क्या है? MAC based VLAN. तो क्या पैच कार्ड यूज करते हैं हम लोग सिमिलर सिस्टम को कनेक्ट करने के लिए? To connect similar systems, what patch card we use? Cross. So dissimilar system, straight. So standardization of data is done on which layer? कौन सा लेयर में हमको डेटा को स्टैंडर्डाइज बना देता है? OSI का कौन सा लेयर में? Standardization, yes. 6, or you can say presentation layer. So कौन सा फील्ड ईथरनेट फ्रेम में एरर डिटेक्शन को यूज करता है? कौन सा फील्ड हमने बताया था? ईथरनेट फ्रेम का इथरनेट कौन सा फील्ड आपको एरर डिटेक्शन बताते हैं? कौन सा फील्ड? नॉट प्रीएम्बल. इट इज आदित्य, करेक्ट. FCS. So FCS is a what? What technique is used in ADSL model for modulation and multiplexing? Modulation and multiplexing. Modulation कौन सा यूज करेगा? QEM. Multiplexing? FDM. Frequency division multiplexing. Okay, right. Default routing is ये बहुत important है. ये default routing. What is default routing? What is mean by default routing? The default routing is the one in which the destination is not known. So when we not know, we call it a 0.0, as rightly Rohit, 0.0.0. So here this is used towards the internet. Why? Because internet, we don't know the destination, but we want to connect everything. So that is the reason we don't know the destination, but we want to connect everything. So default routing is used towards exclusively for internet, and not only internet. Then there is a one more word called uh, last resort address. Last resort address. Okay, right. Anyhow, internet is a correct. What is the server which converts your URL IP address URLs into IP address? आपने URL address दे दिया. Yes, DNS is the server which converts your URL IP address into your IP address. So what server which will allot the IP address automatically? IP address automatically कौन सा server देता है? DSCP, right? तो हम इंट्रानेट और इंटरनेट में कौन सा आईपी एड्रेस करते हैं? पब्लिक आईपी एड्रेस या प्राइवेट आईपी एड्रेस? इंटरनेट में पब्लिक आईपी एड्रेस. So now, have you heard about APIP address? APP, automatic private IP address. You know what is the APIP address? Automatic private IP address. No. So automatic private IP address is one of the IP address. So normally, let us say I am designed a network based on the DSCP. नेटवर्क बना दिया, उसमें DSCP लगा दिया और सभी बंदे को DSCP से IP एड्रेस आ रहा है. सडनली DSCP खराब हो गया तो लोगों का IP एड्रेस आएगा? नहीं आएगा, है ना? तो उसको पता नहीं है क्यों नहीं आया. तो immediately what happens, whenever the DSCP fails, so your system will automatically generate one IP address. Yes, good. Shajesh, so that is 169.254 series. So these addresses are called APIP address, automatic. What is the advantage? So with this address, you can have your local communication. You can use your printer. You can send your file to your colleague, but you cannot use internet on Railnet because it is non-routable. APIP addresses are non-routable. IPv6 address कितना बिट है? बताए थे मैंने. IPv6 address में कितना बिट है? 128. So what is ENA? ENA एक organization है. What is ENA? What is ENA? ENA बताए थे ना? International Authority for Number Assigned. Internet Assigned Number Authority. Okay, जो भी. SSID. What is SSID? SSID. Service Set Identifier. Okay. Right. So NAT. What is NAT? PAT. What is NAT full form? Network address translation and port address translation. NAT PAT. What is WiMAX? WiMAX is a 802.16. There is a full form, Worldwide Interoperability for Microwave Access. You can refer your previous notes. Worldwide Interoperability for Microwave Access. What is MPLS? What is MPLS? What is MPLS? Multi-protocol label switching, not layer. Multi-protocol label switching, because you are dealing with the label. Yes, multi-protocol label. So now fast Ethernet port of a router. This type का रहेगा fast Ethernet port. Is it used for LAN interface or WAN interface? Router का fast Ethernet port generally LAN side. Okay. अभी ये भी correct नहीं है. अभी आज के दिन में WAN side भी use कर रहा है, but by default traditionally this is used. And serial interface is generally used for WAN side or LAN side? WAN side, correct. तो iOS of the router कहाँ रहेगा? रूटर का iOS कहाँ रहता है? अभी बताए थे मैंने. वो कहाँ रहेगा? कहाँ निक्षिप्त रहेगा? No, it is in flash memory, not not in this one. So your iOS is in flash memory. Your startup configuration memory कहाँ रहेगा? NVRAM में रहेगा. Startup configuration memory is configuration is NVRAM. Okay. तो console port किस टाइप का इंटरफेस है? ये कोई WAN इंटरफेस या LAN इंटरफेस या एडमिन इंटरफेस? Is admin interface. Yes, console port is for admin. So now, तो दूसरा बात क्या है? पोर्ट एड्रेस ये कितना बिट का है? पोर्ट एड्रेस ये 24 बिट का है क्या? 32 बिट है क्या? 16 बिट है क्या? कितना बिट है पोर्ट एड्रेस? Which is used by the layer 4 port address. Port address is a 16-bit address, not 12-bit. It is a 16-bit address. Port address is a 16-bit. And MAC address कितना बिट का है? 48 bit. तो RIP ये एक OSPF के बारे में, OSPF will support crossless routing, but RIP version 1 will not support crossless routing. Version 2 will support the crossless routing. And तो dynamic routing में क्या बताएंगे हम लोग? All directly connected networks are defined, and static routing all indirectly connected networks are defined. So this is regarding this one. The next one is you are having one more subject that is TCT1. So that is regarding your what is called microwave. तो माइक्रोवेव में आपको कौन सा टाइप का डिजिटल माइक्रोवेव जनरली हम लोग यूज करते हैं? जैसे कौन सा मेक रेलवे में यूज हो रहा है? अभी तो नहीं है फिलहाल, रेलवे में यूज होता था. कौन सा मेक का? डू यू रिमेम्बर डिजिटल माइक्रोवेव? Nobody is answering. NEC and Alcatel. These are the two general things. So you require some block diagram of your microwave. Right? Can you draw the microwave block diagram? Whether it is NEC or because block diagram is a common. It is not a particular make. Is it not? So NEC or it can be maybe the Alcatel. Is it not? So try to draw the block diagram of the radio equipment. So this is a block diagram. So here we have what is called data in, data out. So data in, data out is nothing but your 34 Mbps. Then this is a transmitter unit, TX DPU. So bipolar to unipolar conversion. Then what is called serial to parallel conversion. Then you have a modulator. You have a TXRF. So going out here, you are adding some Bayside 2 Mbps also you can carry. This because 34 Mbps cannot be dropped in each and every station. So that's why you can have 2 Mbps also. So like that, while receive side, so you are receiving this one. So receive का next slide में clear है. So this is the diagram where you are receiving this from and you are converting your receive IF into, if there is any equalization problem, you are using delay equalizer, then you are converting into your IF, that is 70 megahertz. Then you are using some one more equalization, any problem is there, you are doing demodulation, then you will get the received DPU. So this is about the block diagram of your what is called any digital microwave radio equipment. This is not. So in this way, this is also indicate the block diagram. So in this one, so what is the basically what is happening on the transmit side? So transmit side, whatever the things are there that you can mention. So your modulation is taking place. There is a IFE generated, you know. So all these things this is trans DPU is there. So all those things you can find out. And what are the other tests? The जो पीरियडिकली आपको क्या क्या माइक्रोवेव में मेजरमेंट करना पड़ता है ना? तो व्हाट आर द मेजरमेंट्स दैट आर टू बी टेकिंग प्लेस? तो मेजरमेंट्स ऑफ माइक्रो पीरियडिकल मेजरमेंट्स यहाँ पे लिखिए. तो मॉनिटरिंग ऑफ इक्विपमेंट स्टेटस, मॉनिटरिंग द पॉइंट्स विथ इनबिल्ट एक्सटर्नल और इनबिल्ट एक्सटर्नल मंथली. आपको वहाँ पे आपको रिसीविंग लेवल रहता है वो देखना पड़ता है. एंड दिस पावर सप्लाई आल्सो यू हैव टू सी. then alarms and indication monthly, and transmitter output power, किस तरह से हम लोग आउटपुट पावर को मेजर करेंगे, किस तरह से आपका लोकल ऑसिलेटर का फ्रीक्वेंसी ये क्वार्टरली करना पड़ता है, and receive local oscillator IF level, because based on the IF level only your quality of the voice will be varying, so that's why AMB measure करना पड़ता है, and automatic gain control also you have to measure. So then jitter, because it is a digital microwave, so analog में jitter नहीं था, यहाँ पे jitter भी measure करना पड़ेगा. So jitter measure करने के लिए you require some transmission analyzer and all jitter measuring device, all those things, and threshold level maintain करना है, कितना लेवल तक आप ले सकते हैं, 2 Mbps का अलग है, 34 Mbps का अलग है. So इस तरह से all those things are required to know about this TCT2. तो TCT2 में आपको क्या है, radio equipment block diagram, any radio equipment block diagram, and what are the periodical tests that you are going to do on the this one on the system, is no. So these are the things you are supposed to know. So as a this one, the signal quality is determined by the parameter. What parameter? Signal quality is defined. Signal quality को define करने का क्या parameter use करते हैं? Yes, वो तो analog SNR. यहाँ पे BER, good, BER, bit error rate, good, okay, right. In digital microwave communication only space diversity is used. Space diversity use करता है या frequency diversity? Digital microwave. रोहित, स्पेस डाइवर्सिटी, गुड. तो ये ट्रांसमीटर और रिसीवर के बीच में कितना मेगाहर्ट्ज का अंतर रहता है? व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ट्रांसमीटर फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड रिसीवर फ्रीक्वेंसी? हैव एनी आइडिया? 175 मेगाहर्ट्ज. कितना है? 175 मेगाहर्ट्ज का डिफरेंस होता है. तो एनालॉग चैनल को यूपीएस की ऐसे मॉड्यूलेशन करता है क्या एनालॉग चैनल को? नो, डिजिटल चैनल को हम क्यूपीएस के मॉड्यूलेशन करता है. फ्रीक्वेंसी के लिए हम लोग कौन सा बैंड यूज करते हैं? एनएमएस के लिए, डिजिटल माइक्रोवेव में 4 to 8 किलोहर्ट्ज इज यूज्ड फॉर एनएमएस. एनएमएस का जो एनईसी इक्विपमेंट है, इसका पावर आउटपुट कितना रहता है? 1 वाट. 1 वाट मतलब कितना डीबीएम? एनईसी इक्विपमेंट का आउटपुट इज 1 वाट. 1 वाट का कितना डीबीएम है? एज ए डीबीएम यू कैन टेल 0. 30 dBm. 30 dBm is the equivalent to 1 watt power. जो Alcatel इक्विपमेंट है, इसका पावर आउटपुट इज ए हाफ वाट, 0.5 वाट. तो डीबीएम में कितना है? कमर 1 वाट में तो 30 dBm. यस, गुड गुड. हाफ वाट है इसलिए 27 dBm. ओके. नाउ delay equalizer is what for use? We use it to compensate the delay occurred in the branching unit, because we are using a branching unit also, because we are doing a QPSK modulation. So we require your 34 Mbps. जो इनपुट है रेलवे में जो यूज कर रहा है 34 Mbps है ना. तो हमारा डिजिटल माइक्रोवेव इज ऑलवेज 34 Mbps, बट इट इज नॉट ड्रॉप्ड इन ऑल स्टेशंस. तो हर स्टेशन में ड्रॉप करने के लिए अब वी यूज सेपरेट वेवसाइड दैट इज ए 2 Mbps. So with this I could able to interact. Basically मेरा टॉपिक तो डेटा कम्युनिकेशन था. Simultaneously I could able to interact regarding TCT1 also. Okay, so shall we call it a day? Any doubt? देवेंद्र, भावना, हो गए ना?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
तो TCT1 में आपको ब्लॉक डायग्राम ऑफ एनी इक्विपमेंट, इधर NEC और दिस वन दोनों कॉमन है. उसका ब्लॉक डायग्राम किस तरह से होता है और उसमें ट्रांसमीटर क्या होता है और व्हाट पीरियडिकल टेस्ट दैट आर टू बी डन ऑन द माइक्रोवेव. और ऑब्जेक्टिव भी हर एक चीज का हम लोग आपसे ही आंसर मांगा था ना 224 यही तो हो गया, राइट?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
ओके, तो ऑल द बेस्ट.
पीपीटी शेयर कर दिए. पीपीटी शेयर कर दिए.
हाँ जी,
सर प्लीज शेयर पीपीटी.
पीपीटी. ओके ओके. तो आप मेरा मेल आईडी दिया था ना, मेरा व्हाट्सएप नंबर तो आपके पास होगा ना? है या नहीं है? ये दोबारा मेरा स्लाइड दिखाना पड़ेगा, 1 मिनट।